Money anxiety. I'm not telling you what to do, certainly not being your financial advisor, but having counseled so many people, I know that money is too often a huge source of stress. Money anxiety is real. It causes sleepless nights, arguments, and a fear of the future. So in this session, I'm going to share with you a simple pathway out of money anxiety. It has worked for me and my family, and it's highly likely that it will work for you too. Good to see you. I'm Dr. Wes, clinical psychologist and advocate for your well-being. Step 1. A personal plan. From the day you were born to this very day, your brain is being programmed to view money in specific ways. Often our perspectives on finances are set in place by early childhood experiences. Today, my studio backdrop is a bed sheet from my childhood. Yes, that's right. It's a sheet that I used to sleep on as a kid. To help feed the family, my dad raised hens in the backyard, which provided plentiful eggs and the occasional chicken dinner. Every few weeks, Dad would buy chicken feed pellets, which would come in these soft cotton bags. And not being able to afford store-bought bed sheets, my mother would wash these cotton bags, then sew them together to make bed sheets. They did the job, but they also reminded me that money was scarce. Now, if I allowed my family history to dictate my approach to money, I would be driven by a scarcity mindset. However, I gave myself a system upgrade in how I viewed money. Up until that point, my view was that money was tight and you better be super careful with every dollar. So I read books and I listened to talks from wise and authentically successful people. From this education, I developed a personal plan for how money was going to be integrated into my life. Step 2. Create a positive gap. The quest of every person should be to produce a positive gap between the money that's coming in and the money that's going out. Let me illustrate. This bar represents how much money you have coming in. Now let's say that this bar represents the money that you have going out. See how there is a gap between the money coming in and the money going out? In this instance, you have more going out than coming in. There is, as you can see, a negative gap. And people in this situation are spending more than what they earn, and therefore they have to make up for the shortfall by putting expenses on credit cards. And this is exactly the predicament that you want to avoid. It's a highway to money anxiety. Your goal should be to create a positive gap, which means